When a narcissist will lose you from their life, they will do this to TRP you. Regret is a sentiment familiar to most, a pang of remorse or disappointment stemming from the realization that past actions or inactions led to undesirable outcomes. It's a potent emotion that can burden our minds and impact our mental well-being. In this article, we delve into the question of whether narcissists genuinely experience regret when losing someone. To comprehend this, it's essential to first grasp the roots of regret and whether it's surmountable. Regret often emanates from feelings of guilt or remorse, grounded in the belief that different choices could have been made in the past. For some, regret serves as a compelling motivator for changing behavior and making wiser decisions in the future. Yet for others, it becomes a source of perpetual rumination and self-doubt. The capacity to overcome regret hinges on one's self-awareness and emotional intelligence. The matter of whether narcissists truly regret losing someone is intricate. Narcissists are often likened to parasites, attaching themselves to those around them to siphon the energy and resources they require for their own survival. They endeavor to mask their predatory nature, projecting an image of omnipotence. However, beneath this facade lies a fragile, hypersensitive core steeped in insecurity. This is the genuine underpinning of their experience with sorrow and loss. Narcissists do not experience regret in the same manner as others. They lack the capacity for empathy or an understanding of how their actions impact those in their orbit. Their focus remains exclusively on their own needs and desires, viewing others merely as instruments to serve their purposes. Consequently, when they lose someone, they do not harbor feelings of remorse or guilt, for they fail to recognize that individual as a distinct entity with their own needs and emotions. Instead, a narcissist may feign regret as a manipulative tactic when they lose someone. Their aim is to make the individual feel guilty or responsible for the loss, all in an effort to regain control over the situation. They might also employ insincere expressions of remorse, such as false promises of change, flattery, or manipulation, in a bid to win the person back. However, these displays of regret lack authenticity, as they are not rooted in genuine feelings of remorse or guilt. Now the question arises, do narcissists genuinely experience regret when losing someone? They do encounter regret, but their experience differs from what you might recognize or comprehend. It's common for anyone to have moments of self-doubt after a setback, whether it's the end of a relationship, the loss of a career, or any other disappointment. Yet here I'm, contemplating my inaction with a sense of regret. For you, regret may carry a particular significance. However, for a narcissist, their worldview is restricted, akin to peering through a tunnel and only recognizing individuals and things that hold value for them. Only those who actively cater to the narcissist's false self are deemed valuable. If you provided attention, financial resources, sexual gratification, or any other form of supply that the narcissist demanded, you were the type of resource they aimed to retain. Not because they genuinely cared about you or sought to maintain the relationship, but purely because you possessed value to them, fulfilling needs that were not met by their existing resources. As such, a narcissist's experience of regret does not align with your own. If I regret losing them, it's because I should have done more to keep them in my life. I express this sentiment not out of true concern for them, but because they represented a source of value and benefits that I no longer have access to. They will now need to seek out a new partner willing to provide the same level of attention, manipulation, and effort. It's easier for them to retain an existing partner than to find a new one, akin to retaining an employee rather than going through the hiring process. They may regret losing a housekeeper or an automated cash dispenser, but regret losing a partner who showered them with endless affection and felt obligated to cater to their every need. The reality is that, regardless of the individual, a narcissist requires someone to cater to their needs. This is why they can readily find a replacement for you. The identity of the person matters little, as long as they can fulfill the narcissist's demands. It's a realm devoid of genuine care for one another, characterized by pure egotism, where self-fulfillment takes precedence. It represents an extreme form of self-centeredness. In essence, a narcissist's experience of regret differs from your own. Even if they articulate regret, it lacks the genuine emotions of loss, remorse, or guilt. It's more like, "Oh, I should have taken certain actions or said specific things to retain this source of supply because it benefited me." If you've recently parted ways with a narcissist, they may attempt to reach out and offer excuses like, "I apologize for allowing this to happen. I had a revelation after a conversation with God last night," and so forth. These are merely ploys aimed at manipulating you into feeling inadequate and relinquishing hope in them. A narcissist is incapable of experiencing authentic regret due to their absence of ethics. As human beings, we possess a moral compass, guiding our decisions, distinguishing right from wrong, and influencing how we should interact with others, what is within our capacities, and what we should or should not dread. A narcissist lacks this moral compass. Even when confronted with injustice, which is why they are so fixated on upholding their false image, they remain indifferent to your well-being and, consequently, do not harbor any sense of remorse. When someone fails to genuinely appreciate you for who you are, there's no use in mourning their absence. They merely exploited you for the energy and resources you provided. It's crucial for fellow survivors to grasp how these individuals construct these false narratives and, more importantly, how they can safeguard themselves. I'm eager to hear about your personal experiences and the words your narcissist used when attempting to express remorse. Feel free to share your story by leaving a comment below. With that said, I plan to delve deeper into this topic in an upcoming episode. Until then, our path to healing continues. In summary, narcissists may feign regret after a loss, but their version of regret differs from ours. Due to their lack of empathy, narcissists cannot comprehend the emotional toll their actions inflict on those in their proximity. When they lose someone, they don't experience genuine regret or guilt, since they regard them as disposable tools. The narcissist's expressions of sorrow are not heartfelt, but rather a manipulative tactic aimed at regaining control. While they might feel a degree of distress for the harm caused and its consequences, it does not constitute authentic regret. In relationships with narcissists, it's essential to recognize these warning signs and resist falling for their manipulations. If you found this video informative, please share your thoughts and questions in the comments section. Until we meet again, our journey toward healing continues. Have a great day.